Hi, I'm Miss Gallup. I'm a second grade teacher here at Taylors Creek Elementary. I team teach with Miss Hickman, so I'm actually responsible for math and social studies, and then I also teach my homeroom science. I think as much as we're trying to make it, as similar to in the classroom environment, it is, a little bit harder because they have the opportunity when they're with me, to ask any questions, but they may not have a question until they sit down to go and do the work. And so then it is kind of hard because they're, sending us a message, that they need help, or their families are reaching out, can you come back on, and help my student at a certain time so that we can still help them. And so one of the things that we've tried to do is, pre-record all of our directions also, because we haven't been able to meet with our kids to know their reading level. So we know where second graders, where the standard is, but when we haven't had that opportunity to really see them, we, have been doing things like that, making sure it's pre-recorded, step by step, even if we think it may be, easy, breaking it down, like, first click this, then do that, so that the kids can be as independent as they can when they're actually doing the work. It's been a big change. It's really hard to go from being here with the kids, and I think the being able to be spontaneous is something that you can't do when you're virtual, especially like we have assigned small groups. So if, even if I had a group that's like running really good, I kind of have to be like, all right, we've wrapped up, we'll have to pick back up next time because we're on, the kids are on a schedule, knowing what time to come in for their group. And then if we have students who happen to miss their group, or, they have connection issues, we had a lot of that at the beginning, trying to make sure all the kids could get on. So just kind of working through some of that. I think we're kind of rolling now. We've been a few weeks in, and then we'll kind of see next week when we move into, students have the option for in-person or virtual, then we're going to kind of have to redo again, but we'll roll with it. So we created class cheers that we use, so a way that we can kind of show each other that we are, are liking the input that other students are giving, or even when we come back to the classroom, we can use, everyone came up with a little class cheer, like we had sunshines and pineapples and ninjas, and so whenever we're like, okay, let's do our class cheer, then I'm going to pick one, each day. And so it's a way that the kids can kind of have input in their learning because we're not together. And I think having those pre-recorded lessons has been very beneficial, even for students who can be in the small group. They just may need to go back and watch it again because, they just need a little reminder of what we did. And so having those aspects ready, has been very helpful. And then having that small group time, grouping those kids and being able to differentiate what we're doing, even if it's the same standard, just the kids that we have in our group, we can alter what we're doing to, if we need to review a standard or if we need to accelerate the kids, that small group time has been very beneficial.